Let's talk a bit about some internet history. May 4, 2000. It's 4 days after I was born. An email with the subject, "I love you," is sent on a Friday morning to Singapore. Attached to it, the file, loveletterforyou.txt.vbs. And it begins spreading to Hong Kong, China, scattering across Europe, then slamming the United States. Overwriting, erasing, scrambling, self-replicating. Over 50 million computers are infected. $15 billion are spent removing it. One of the most infamous computer viruses in history, the I Love You virus, was made by Onel de Guzman. He was a Filipino college student who made the virus to collect Wi-Fi passwords for those who weren't able to reliably access the internet, for people just like him. I'm Chia Amisola. I'm from the Philippines, and I'm 24 now, the same age as Kuya Nel when he first made the virus. Both he and I are artists who work on the internet. I've been making these dense, poetic websites as worlds, tools, environments, simulations, etc. for as long as I can remember. You'll see some of my work here and across the next slides. And I think I make sites mostly because I want to be loved and seen. I want a place for people to come and find me. And the internet has let me do that, or at least have the illusion of it. Lately, I've been thinking a lot about preservation and performance and how we gather around sites and the third world online. And I think Onel and I think the same. So when he was asked about why he named the I Love You virus what it is, he said, "I figured out that many people want love, they want a boyfriend, they want each other, so I called it that." And I'm just like him, right? Maybe many of us are. That all we really want, to be loved, to be seen, to be known, often happens on the internet. It's where we increasingly live today. I'm invested in the third world internet. Its loss, its love, its labor, and its liberation. I'm drawn to the infinite ability of the third world to draw countless new worlds in our own. And I often describe my practice as internet ambient, which is concerned with revealing the passive, default, and invisible elements of our technological ecologies, revealing it, showing it, and thus helping us return to our humanity. I think about things like, how did Onel's virus exploit the gaps and failures of our operating system, our email system, and our cybersecurity systems? And how did he exploit, first of all, our own human vulnerability and longing? And what were the systemic causes that led him to reach for this virus in the first place? The victims weren't just those affected by the virus. Systems are only vulnerable because people are. This is what I got for using the computer. So, KAKAKOMPYUTER Mayan. KAKAKOMPYUTER Mayan is Tagalog for something like, that's what you get for using the computer. So it's like something your mom would shout at you if you get low grades and you were like playing League of Legends or Dota in the comp shop all the time. It's something I heard a lot growing up. And it's also the title for an internet art exhibition, collection, anthology, whatever you want to call it, that I'm showing in the Art and Code Showcase. It articulates the Filipino conditions online, and is entirely browser-based and features a bunch of net art, software, games, literature, in the form of a never-ending karaoke party. So this has been in the works for over the past year. I curated, self-funded, designed, and developed it all myself. So this is not just my own work. I share this stage, I share this opportunity with the 20-ish Filipino artists that I collaborated with. And the songs we sang range from a story on falling in love with a beeper operator that I scouted from a legendary meme page owner, Kuya Marlon from Deep Web Dumaguete. Beatriz Cabañas' poetry found in the black market of Filipino abortion forums. That was originally her college thesis that we converted into this generative piece. There's also love letters assembled and collaged between Emmanuel Fabella, sound artists, grandparents. There is Leon Loibas' essay on tribal tattoo aesthetics, overclocking, and the South China Sea disputes. There's the illustrator Agu Chrysostomos game, where you try to inconspicuously alt-tab to some naughty images in a computer cafe. And of course, we have And we also have Angeline Marie Meitzler's tracing of overseas Filipino workers, migrant work that powers data centers, and Visayan crocodile myths. And of course, we have Mac Andre Orbileda's shrine to Kuya Onel de Guzman himself, where you can offer Wi-Fi logins. So maybe no one has to resort to what he had to. In addition to all the art packed into this exhibition, we have like a fully functioning karaoke mode. So it's basically an Easter egg I inserted, so you can go sing instrumentals in the space if you want. I just like ripped them off YouTube. So you can see KMY in the Art and Code Showcase. It kind of looks like this, like a Filipino living room, a nod to how we can gather again. And I want to stage this again and again and again. So come sing with me, please. And when I was making this project, I was thinking, when Filipinos make net art, we claw, we embed, we exploit, we're erasing this impossible boundary between ourselves and the technology that we've been enclosed around our whole lives. We're simply living. Their work also speaks most urgently and sincerely about the web, yet these bodies are often obfuscated, their narratives erased and silenced. Who actually gets to be called a net artist? What about the people who actually inhabit the web and make it what it is? For Filipinos, the infrastructural is so literal, physical, visceral. My body feels so alive in the computer, maybe only alive because of it. I grew up online because I had no choice. Many of us don't have the same luxury to go offline. The third world carries the internet. Our labor, our love, all our solidarity, a story of reclamation against its militant and imperialist underpinnings. I think to preserve my nation as it has lived and died on the internet might be my life's work. So I'm continuing to work on KAKAKOMPYUTER Mayan and hope to launch online in the next months, but I want to expand to broader Southeast Asia and larger global South. I want to commission, preserve, publish more on these internets. Their vulnerability and their struggles are all ours. Can we gather around it more? I invite you all to think, what could an internet look like when we don't have to exploit our way into visibility? When we are visible and vulnerable because we want to surrender with each other, we don't have to beg for it. This is my internet, my nation, my people, my love. This is what I got for using the computer